Wow, just like that, man. We are back on the vlogs, bro. It's been so long since I've talked in front of a camera, I don't even know how to fucking do it anymore. First of all, I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. This is the first vlog going up on the Artist Unknown channel. If you are subscribed to this channel, like one of the 50 people, then you know I only post music videos once in a blue moon. This is a way for me to give you guys consistent content every single week so that you guys know what's going on in my life. That way I can keep in touch with you guys and we can all get this like personal connection. That's like a big thing for me. That being said, I kind of want to sit down and I want to talk about all the plans that I have for the future and just kind of update you guys on my life, okay? So let's sit down. Let's have a talk, okay? It's been since like 2018 since I've actually like made a video like this. I haven't made YouTube videos in so long, and a lot has changed in my life since that time. Last time I made a vlog, I was a photographer, I was doing a lot of video work, and I was in LA and I was doing stuff. Actually no, I made one vlog after I came back home and I showed you guys my house. We went to a New Year's show. That was the last vlog I made. Since then, I can be a little more open with you. The time that I went to LA, and even if you go back to the Christian channel and you guys watch all those vlogs, like all 4 or 5 of them, 6 of them, there's music in the background of those vlogs. So during that time period, when I went to LA and then I came back and I made that like little show vlog, I was working on my own music. I used photography as a way to kind of sugarcoat that, and there's a long story behind that and we'll get into that in a little bit. But it took me a really long time to be comfortable enough to sit down and really open up to you guys about being an artist and being a musician. Coming from where I come from, if you don't know, I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and I still currently live in Wichita, Kansas. It's a very hard environment to make art, whether you're a photographer, whether you're a videographer, whether you're a musician, whether you draw, whether you paint, whether you do anything creative. It's really hard to find a market here. Just a little backstory on me. Growing up, I made music in middle school, and actually before middle school I started recording with a rock band mic. Me and my friend Tavon had a rock band mic and a laptop that we bummed off of somebody, and we used Audacity and we just started running it. Going through middle school, I went to a school that was predominantly sports players and people with money. I did not play sports, neither. I didn't have money either, that's what I'm trying to say. So I didn't play sports and I didn't have money, and everybody else that went to the school did. I hung out in a crowd that was kind of against those two things, and I started to make rap music. Being a white kid from going to a suburban school with low income and no sports to help me connect with friends, I didn't make a lot of friends. Now, I talk to a lot of people now that I went to school with, and a lot of us are cool and a lot of us get along, and actually most of the people that I didn't get along with back then support me now, which is crazy, by the way, and I appreciate you guys even though I'm talking shit right now. But just to be brutally honest, I got bullied in school. I was told I acted black, I was told I did this, I was told I did that, and I was wearing the same clothes to school every day. I never had friends over. I don't even want to talk about that, but like I got bullied in school, and from 6th grade, from when I started deciding that I was going to take music seriously in 6th grade, which is you can't take anything seriously when you're in 6th grade. That's when I decided, like, I'm gonna be a rapper. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Growing up, I'd always want to be a rock star. I'd always want to make music. I was always playing guitar, singing, shit like that. But rap music is what was pushing me. You know what I mean? Like listening to 50 Cent, listening to Eminem, like Proof, like D12, like that shaped my whole childhood. You know, that's all I had. And becoming a rapper was like a dream. You know what I mean? It was like, dude, I want to make it like one of those guys. Like I want to be like him one day. And so that's what I started doing. I started making rap music, and I got bullied. You know, people kept pushing that. Oh, you're acting black. You need to go play football. You need to play basketball. You're tall. You need to work out. You're too skinny. How can you stand up with your legs being so small? Like first of all, I can eat however fucking much I want to, and I'm not gonna gain no weight. So just stop that shit right now. Second of all, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, bro. I was a little kid. I was listening to what everybody was telling me, and I really wish I wouldn't have. I took that being bullied and I quit making music after 7th grade. So from 8th grade to senior year of high school, I dropped everything creative essentially, and I think about almost every day what would have happened if I continued to make music. Where would I be right now? But from my perspective now, I'm very, very grateful that I took that time off of making music. Throughout that time, you know, going through puberty, going through all the weird life stages that you go through from middle school to high school, I learned a lot about myself. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be really fucking depressed. Like, I used to be so depressed. We'll leave it at that, okay? And I can talk more about that in the future if you guys want me to, but I'm not gonna drop all that shit on you. So from the time I quit music to the time I started making music again, I picked up different little hobbies. You know, I tried to make YouTube videos. I played a lot of video games because I didn't have many friends, so that's really where I connected with people, because I didn't play sports. I learned how to do graphics design. I taught myself Photoshop. I taught myself how to edit videos, and then I spent a good chunk of my time from like 8th grade to sophomore year focused on that aspect of things, because I wanted to stay in the industry, but I wasn't going to make music and get bullied because I was in school, right? And then about sophomore year, junior year, going into junior year, I took a photography class and I picked up a camera for the first time. Through that photography class, I started getting really good at it, and I started making a lot of friends through photography. And you know, I was booking shoots outside of school. I was making some money. I started a photography business, started shooting music videos for my friends. And because I had all this knowledge that I had built up from quitting music, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't learn that skill. Junior year, I get booked to do a show, to shoot a show, okay? I was working for this guy named Tevin, who's still one of my good friends. Support Not Human, it's a brand here in Wichita. It's actually everywhere now, but I helped them do all their product photos when they were coming up and making a name for themselves. They already had a little bit of a name for themselves, but they're a lot bigger now than they used to be. And I'm very, very grateful for all the opportunities that Tevin has presented me. But I worked at the mall at the time. They had a store in the mall that they just opened up. I went up there, networked a little bit. I was like, yo, I got a camera. I take these photos. I won some awards. Let me see what I can do for you guys. And from there on out, I just started helping them out, and they started helping me out. So junior year, I get a phone call from Tevin. He says, hey, we're bringing P&B Rock to Wichita. I want you to be at the show taking photos. And this moment turned my life around, okay? It's the first time I've been offered an opportunity to shoot at a concert, first of all. And it's the biggest artist that I had the opportunity to be in a room with. And so I'm all excited, you know what I mean? Of course I'll shoot for P&B Rock. I love P&B Rock, this, that, and the other. And we pull up and we do the show. And he pulls up, you know, he comes out. I'm taking photos of him. I only had 3 songs. Somebody stole my camera that night, and somebody stole my camera to get on stage with him, and then held on to it for the rest of the show. I only had 3 songs to shoot for him. But in those 3 songs, I got some really good shots, and I did a lot of networking. I talked to a lot of people there. I met a lot of people that I still hold very close to this day, like Plainview and JR and all those guys. Like, I'm still real good friends with them, and I wouldn't be friends with them if I hadn't have gone to that show. And this is some background that I don't even think they know. That was like the first big opportunity I had, so shout out Tevin for that if you're watching this. Anyways, P&B Rock does the show, kills it. I have 3 songs to shoot for him. I shot. At one point I was like, fuck it, I'm going up on stage. This guy has my camera, whatever. I get up there, I steal my camera from him. He killed it. Like, there's no battery in it at all. He didn't even take photos. He was just sitting there holding it like he was so he could be up on stage. And I grab my camera back and I'm like, okay, I'm here. Let's do this. Whoop, whoop. He finishes the show and he comes to me. P&B Rock walks up to me and he goes, I want you to take the pictures for the meet and greet. And I was like, oh shit, bet, okay. And so all these people line up. They're paying $20 to get a picture with P&B Rock. I'm taking their phones. I'm clicking at them. We get all the way down to the bottom. I'm like, yo, do you mind if I grab a picture with you? He's like, no, bro, not at all. We take a picture, and he looks at me. He goes, where can I see your work? Like, where can I see what you're doing? And I'm like, oh, he wants to know where to see my work? I pull out my phone. I pull up Twitter because that's the first thing I can think of. It's like, this is my Twitter. You can follow me. And he's like, no, you're doing all the wrong things. And he takes my phone out of my hands, and he puts his phone number in, and he hands it back to me. He goes, so you know, for the future, that's what you do. That's how you make your connections. And I was like, damn, thank you. And he left, and that was that. And that little thing, that little instance of P&B Rock giving me his phone number set my motivation fucking so high. Like, if that never happened, I can't tell you that I would be here right now doing what I'm doing. And so I'm grateful for him, even though that's like the tiniest minute thing, and he never even texted me back. But him having the time of day to come up to me and be like, I want you to take these photos, and then asking me where he can find my photos, and then giving me his phone number and saying like, yo, this is how the game works. That motivated me a lot, and that made something turn in my head that clicked, and was like, why the fuck do I not just do what I want to do? Like, I have the capability of doing this. All the stars are aligning. Like, everything seems right. Like, why not just do it? And so, not very long after that, maybe like a week or two after that, I'm like a senior in high school, okay? So I guess the P&B show was like going into senior year. Like a week after that, my friends hit me up and they're like, hey, I have a studio. You want to come take pictures sometime? I'm like, you know what? I actually want to come record. I hadn't made music since 7th grade. I'd been writing, you know, I never dropped it. It's always in the back of my mind. It's always something that I wanted to do, but I was afraid of doing. And so I was like, do you mind if I come record? And they let me come record. And I'm not gonna hide anything from you. The reason why I'm doing these vlogs is so I can be completely transparent. I sold a lot of weed in school. I sold a lot of weed when I was in high school. And it at first, you know, I was going over there and I was selling them weed, and they let me record a little bit. And I'm only telling you guys this not because I'm proud of it, but because, you know, maybe you're in that same situation, or maybe you've been there before. And like these things are all things that led up to where I am right now. And they're things that I've learned, lifelong skills that I will take with me till the day I die. So I go and I record my first song. It's called Hiatus. My friend Blaine gets on it. He never does features for anybody. When I pull up, he shows me the song he has with Lil Peep, and he's talking his shit, and Blaine is Blaine. So like, you know, of course I'm like, oh, like, you're real. Like, this is serious. You really got a studio. This is fucking dope. And I record that first song. In the next 2 weeks, I put together a project. That project isn't good music by any means. It was my first project ever. But that really set the tone for my career, I guess you could say. It was the love of getting back into the studio and recording, like laying stuff down and hearing it finished. Ugh. Excuse me. It was that routine of going to the studio and laying stuff down that I fell in love with. And I was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting on doing my whole life, so this is what I'm gonna do. And here we are, like 3-4 years later, and I built quite the little career for myself. You know, I don't compare myself to other artists, and I wouldn't say that I'm a big artist, but I've accomplished a lot of things that I'm proud of, and I'm very proud of my music now. And I'm more comfortable in my own skin than I ever have been in my life. I was always depressed. I was always suicidal. I was always trying to figure out what was wrong with me, until I learned that there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just me. And I learned how to adapt to that, and how to build, and how to continue moving on this journey in life. And at this moment in time, I was using photography as a medium to make connections for the music. And it was working really well. It was working really fucking well, I'm not gonna lie. And I still kind of do that to this day. I'm not focused on photography anymore, because photography became a thing for me where it was more about money than it was about my love for doing it. And I'd always had a stronger passion for music than anything. Music has always been the thing that has pushed me to stay alive. So once I hit that moment where I found my sound, I was comfortable doing what I was doing. I bought myself a studio. I got a tax return from a job that I hated, and I said, fuck it, I'm spending this $600 on a I2I and a Rode NT1A and some headphones, and I'm good. And that's what I did. I had bought a laptop with money I made from photography, and I started recording with just a headphone and a Scarlett. I still have it, a Scarlett I2I and a Rode NT1A, and it was like a studio bundle, right? I'm recording in my mom's bedroom, in my mom's house. I have a bedroom there. I was like 18, 19, and it took me about a year and a half to really find my sound. After a couple projects later, you know, I kept making mixtape after mixtape, single after single, experimenting with different sounds, singing depressing shit, rapping hard shit, like just really trying to figure out who I was and where my place was in this music industry. I got to a point where I was like, you know what? This is so possible that I'm gonna take that jump and say fuck everything else and put 100% of my effort into making music. I'm finally at a position in my life where I'm proud of who I am. And like that, saying that makes me get emotional, because I used to hate myself so much, bro. So let me move the camera. let me stop talking for a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys around. I got some laundry. We're doing laundry right now, so there's laundry on the couch. Don't mind that. But I'm gonna show you guys the house. I'm gonna show you guys my dog Rebel, and I got another puppy who's not here right now. My girlfriend just took him to her sister's. But I'll show you guys the puppies. I'll show you guys my car. I'll show you the studio setup. I'll play you some music. We'll kick it for a little bit, and then we'll just see where this goes from there. So, if you're watching this right now, please feel free to subscribe. If not, do your fucking thing, man. If you take anything from me, do what you want to do and know your worth. I'm gonna say that a million times. That's my brand. Know your worth. If you don't know your worth, then you don't know what you're capable of. If you don't know what you're capable of, then you can't accomplish anything. So, that being said, let's take a walk around the house. Let me show you guys how I live, and let's listen to some music, all right? I just realized I talked for like 30 minutes, so I'm sorry. Anyways, let me show you guys the house. This is my front door, by the way. A lot of people compliment it, so I figured I would show you. It came like this. We've added several stickers, not all of them, but like Drew, my friend Drew, has a clothing company named Broke, so he's got like a bunch of Broke memorabilia on here. In high school, I had this little thing called Bear Gang, so I got a Bear Gang sticker up there. But over the years, whoever's lived here has fucked this door up, and so we are chilling. Anyways, we're gonna get the full tour. Coming inside the house, you walk in, okay? It's a loft, it's a studio loft. You walk over here, and you got the puppy. He's in the kennel right now because I'm recording, and I wasn't trying to have him like jumping up on me. He's a really good dog. This is Rebel. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he's sweet. He's a guard dog, though, so if you ever try to come in my house, he will eat your face off. That's what he do. We're going to ignore this laundry that I've been doing for the last 2 days, but this is the cribbo. This is my studio right here. This is where I record. This is a Bluebird, a blue Bluebird. That's the microphone that I use. I bought that from Blaine. I got 2 KRK 5s. I use a Motu M2 now. I graduated from the Focusrite i2i, and this is where I make all my music. So pretty much everything you've heard after ITFE3 has been recorded right here, sitting in this little lab. And yeah, it definitely gets the job done. I don't have it like fully soundproofed. Like I used to record over here, but I stopped recording standing up. I started recording sitting down. That way I could mix and master better, and it was a lot more efficient for me to go from mixing to recording to mixing to recording. I mix and master all my own music, by the way. And then kitchen, ignore the laundry. It's all folded. I'm gonna go through it and give a lot of it away. That's why we have it sitting out. But you know, you got all the necessities, clean dishes that are drying, and I'm kind of messy, so I apologize. And then this is my bedroom. You know what it is, just storage stuff like that. And then I apologize that it's dark right now. Oh, by the way, this thing's fucking cool. I got a projector that I bought from a school teacher. That's why it's sitting on this. She super glued the mount to the bottom so it doesn't sit even, so I had to cut a hole in this box. But this is my bedroom TV. I got a fucking projector. That's another dream. I've always wanted a movie theater in my house, and I fucking have one, dude. I'm 21. This shit is stupid. And then, you know, you got the bathroom, some light. That's the crib. That's where I've been living the last 2 years. This is where I spend 90% of my time. I got photos of. I took this of the Ambassador Hotel. I won a state. You can't really see it right here, but I won a state photography award for this one. That's just one I took of a waterfall. I got another one that I won a state award for up here in school. You know, I got some posters. Shout out Logan. This is Logan's prints. If you guys want to buy these, link will be in the description. They're $25. He has several different options. He's killing it right now. Obviously, you gotta have the Nightmare on Elm Street memorabilia up. That's been my favorite movie since I was like 2 years old. So that always will ride with me. And then of course we got the Drew Broke poster, the brand new Broke Drop poster. Those things are gonna go up, I believe, in 2 days. So brokenavo.com. Make sure you guys go peep that. I love this right here. This is some angel wings for my girlfriend. She bought that for my birthday. I love neon signs and stuff. I have an open sign over there too. But that just carries good energy. I like to look at that when I record. It reminds me of where I came from. This is that picture of PNB Rock that I was saying I would show you guys later. That is like one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken, just because it's like, just because the story behind it, you know what I mean? And it's a good picture. The print's kind of fucked up, but I can make another one. So yeah, that's the crib. That is where we be living. Ain't that right, Rebel? Can you sit? Can you sit? Dab me up. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's a beast. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys the car, okay? I just bought this the other day. I'm pretty proud of it, so that's why I'm showing you. I got the BMW. It's a 328i, so, you know, if you're a car head, it's probably not special to you, but it's special to me. And I left my fucking keys inside. Hold on. It is the nicest thing I have ever bought myself. I've never owned anything nice like this before, so for me to be able to do this was a big deal, and I'm pretty proud of it. Very nice interior, you know what I mean? Oh, you get in here, you got the BMW on the steering wheel, you know, you got that new car smell. I'm not gonna sit here and show you every little detail about it, but the best thing, key goes in like this, put your foot on the brake, and you gotta push start. Just like that. But yeah, so that's how I'm whipping, that's how I'm living. Running back in circles, baby, hold me again. I'ma finish out the bottle while you tying loose ends. I've been heartbroken, I ain't loving again. I'm a heartbroken motherfucker, regret my past. I fucked it up. Tell me, does it matter if I'm really here, as long as you keep feeling it, as long as I believe in some, I could care less how real it is. Giving grandma grievance, I ain't never read no testament. I just smoke and meditate, I don't do all that extra shit. Tryna find a residence, sketches on my resume. Friends with all the dope fiends, tryna show them life in better ways. Despite all the trophies, I'm the same person, ain't nothing changed. I just try to ignore the pain. To ignore the pain. She said, I'm going, I'm drunk again, and leave me alone, I'm better dead. And all of these bros just cigarettes. I've been a fucking mess, I guess. We can. I'm not too worried about it. Normally, like shit like that would, like people would get upset, you know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, I made a bad song or whatever. For me, it's like, I made a full song. That's what matters. The fact that I sat down and I wrote and I sang and I did my thing, it's practice. Next song I make is gonna be better. It's just how it works, man. Alright, so I just finished mixing this this Open for Valley. It was a song that I had sent to him. I'm gonna play it for you guys. I'm only gonna play like the first hook and then like halfway through my verse because it's hard and I don't wanna leak it. But
she hit me with them new prices. Gotta love all my vices. This weed, it hits harder than Tyson. 3-up, that kid drive straight, no license. Spending bands for the night just to digest. My mind works so quick, yes, complex. Grinding hard for that Rolex. Any extra paper, invest.
Fight the path to righteousness, I bite the fist that feeds me long as I commit to grieving, stress and trifling shit. Still see no indictments yet, real stubborn on my prices. Spend my free time with my vices. Y'all just rappers for the night, been selling souls to get a nicer check. Don't think we've ever been the same, fear the thoughts I entertain. Used to push them petty grams, now the kid got heavyweight. Y'all just do it for the gram, I'm trying to give myself a raise. Can't lose my control again, I think I need to meditate.
Alright, that's it. Good morning. It is 6:15. I just woke up maybe like a little less than an hour ago. I woke up at like 5:30. I have a busy day today. We're not doing any shoots or anything, but the donut shop that I work at, donut day's coming up, so we have a lot of prep to do. I gotta go in and glaze some donuts tonight. I have to make sure that they stay open this morning, and yeah, so let's get an early start to the day. I'm gonna go ahead and go to McDonald's, get something to eat, and then I gotta take this medicine for my hearing. But after that, we're gonna probably work on music for a little bit until I have to go into the shop and take care of business. So let's get it popping.
Y'all just rappers for the night, they selling souls to get a nicer check. Don't take me love, I'm gonna say. Feel the thoughts I entertain. Used to push them petty grams, now the kid got heavy.
So for my mama, miss my grandma, miss my uncle, rest in peace, rest in peace. Cash out, thick bitch from the west side. Cash down, no, this is not a S-Class. Maybach, I've been turning up for my seat.
So I just opened up the shop, left some things for them to do. I think right now I'm going to take the puppies out and work on some music. You guys already met Rebel, but this is Cannon. Not you, Goofy. This is Cannon. He is 3 months old. He is a fucking demon. He looks real sweet right now, but god damn, you're a fucking handful. Yeah, you. This is a disclaimer right now. I do not endorse drinking, smoking, any type of substance abuse. I am over the age of 21, so anything I do in these vlogs is legal. And don't do what I do. Let me fuck up for you. Alright? Cool. Now that we got that out of the way, I don't drink Smirnoffs either. But I got these for my girlfriend, and she's not drinking them. So I'm getting rid of them. Ugh. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm the best shotgunner in the world. I really only do this just because I'm bored, I promise. Which isn't good either, but oh, I made that way too big. Oh well. I guess I could've grabbed that, huh? This is my friend Drew. This is Drew Lure, aka Drew Broke, aka Drew, the man, the myth, the legend, space cowboy himself. Peep this hood. You step into the light so we can peep the jacket. Give us a nice little walk.
You dig?
You dig? You dig? Broke the bow in this bitch. Ooh, god damn, son. Whose man's is this? The low-key kind of matching. You got the blue, I got the black. You know what I mean? That worked out perfectly. Came prepared. Yes, sir. This man right here, the man, the myth, the legend, Logan Alvin himself. This is the greatest artist in Wichita, Kansas. Not music artist, he's a physical artist. This man does designs and stuff. I showed you guys this poster earlier. He's helping me out with merch stuff. He did my album cover. We've done a couple album covers together. He is literally the GOAT, and he needs bitches. So all the single ladies need to hit my man up right now, like I said. And then this guy right here, this GOAT, this is Isaiah. Come into the light so they can see you a little better. This man, he works with me. He just started today or last night. Me and this guy glazed 3,000 plus donuts last night. So if that tells you anything about what kind of guy this is, you know, that's it. Go be a demon. Cannon, get down.
You're not. Oh yeah, you can't do anything up here. Nah, motherfucker. Nah. Ooh yeah, you can't attack anybody up here. Ooh yeah. See if I let you down, you're gonna try to fucking fight me. Fight me, dog. What's good? What's good? Alright. Yeah.
In this process.
It's gonna be so painful.
Somebody count us down.
3, 2, 1, go. It's so cold. God, that burns. Does it burn your throat? Oh yeah. Yeah. You want me to finish it for you? Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's get these posters up, baby. All right, so we are downtown right now. We got Come in a Bucket, and we got a tube full of posters. We're finna do some hood rat shit, right?
Hell yeah. Bro, that's freedom right there.
Hey, man. Shout out the city, man. Yes, sir. First poster up, baby. We need that too.
Yeah, dude, that's cum.
That might be as good as it gets on this wall, to be honest.
Yeah, facts.
Very nice.
All right, let's go back down.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, guys.
I've been getting wasted. I'ma clear the bottle for the day and spending money like I'm making. Working every day, I'm still struggling to pay rent. I be irritated. Shawty says she love me, but I know she probably faking. Shawty says she waiting for the day I get the money, cause she swear I'm gonna be famous. I don't got no love, baby girl, it's all gone. Graffiti on the walls, I was fucking with the wrong one. If I miss your calls, I don't even take them all now. If I get it back, then you